with comedian David Boyale, and I'm quitting alcohol. So we are back on the professional rig. I've got it all set up again. The first time in a couple of months, you get to hear the fucking $1,000 mic. That makes me sound like sweet liquid. Oh, fuck today. We've been fucking around trying to buy a car, obviously, and it's just a pain in the ass. Like, it's a massive pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Like, I shifted from used car salesman to Facebook Marketplace, but the problem there is no one has the Carfax car report that shows you the history, and to buy one costs $50. They give you the VIN number, like the cunts on Facebook Marketplace, and they're like, here's the VIN number, go get it yourself. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice, but I'm looking at 10 different cars. That's 500 fucking bucks. I'm not buying fucking 10 Carfax. What's wrong with the car? And some of them are honest and some of them are not. Some of them are very not. So you're taking your life in your own hands there. But anyway, a couple of days ago, I told the guy upstairs, this Boston local, he's been the fucking sweetest. Such a nice dude, the nicest fucking dude. His daughter's coming down and she spends time in the house as well. She's playing with my daughter. So I got chatting to him, just told him basically we had thought we were going to buy a car on credit. If my voice sounds different, it's not just because of the microphone. I'm listening to it now and I'm trying to work out why it sounds deeper. It's a little bit the microphone, but also I'm listening to it as I talk and it's a little bit deeper, but I'm self-adjusting subconsciously to make it even more deeper so I sound more like, I don't know. And it's starting to hurt the back of my throat. So it's... So it's not just the microphone. It's me adjusting. It's me sounding like a fucking pro on the pro mic. I was always a little bit like, it sounds so fucking stupid, but it's actually a feedback loop between my ears and the mic. Anyway, I was telling this guy who lives upstairs, it's just us and him. Well, him, his wife, and his 2 kids, and us downstairs. But he came to pick up his daughter the other night and I was speaking to him and I was just telling him because he has a car that I've been looking at. So I asked him about his car and if it's a fucking decent car. It's like a Subaru Crosstrek or some shit like that. And we'd been looking at that. I was like, is it reliable? He's like, yeah, it's fucking good. And then I told him, I'm like, yeah, we had planned to get a car using credit, like getting a loan for a car, but we have no credit score. We didn't even factor that in. That wasn't a fucking thought in our head. So now we got to buy it outright for cash. And he's like, fuck, I didn't even think about that as well. I'm like, no shit, neither. And I'm like, no shit. He's like, well, fuck, let me think. I've actually got a buddy who is a big car guy. He does this sort of shit. He can help you out. He's a fucking great dude. Real good dude. You just tell him that you're fucking my new neighbor. I gave you his number and he'll just sort you out. I'm like, yeah, I might do it. And you know, like those sorts of things, you try and do it yourself first. And then as a last resort, you're like, all right, I'll get this guy to help me. And that's what happened. So I said to the neighbor, I'm like, you better give him a heads up and tell him I'm going to message. And he's like, nah, this guy's such a good dude. Just tell him what's going on. Tell him I sent you and he'll sort you out. So anyway, we've been looking ourselves and I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to give this guy a fucking message and let him know what's up. And I sent him the message. Within like fucking 20 minutes, he'd messaged back. He had called me. He's like, all right, what do you need? What's the outline? Fucking, what's the budget? How many kids do you have? Like, what's going on? Let's get this done. And I'm like, fuck, I love Americans. And so I'm telling him, I'm like, well, we've got about 10,000. If we can keep it under 10,000, that would be very fucking nice. but we've got about 10,000 to fucking unleash on a car. And the thing is, we want to fucking buy it, but we want to be able to trade it in and sell it and upgrade once we get a credit score. You know what I mean? And he's like, all right. I think I've got an idea for you. He's like, I've got some friends in the credit unions and the banks here. They were just normal fucking dudes back in the day, but over the years, now one's the president, the other one's the vice president. So I've got these guys. I also know a few guys at the fucking used car yards. They're all buddies of mine too. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get you some financing, because that's the fucking best step for you to take to start building your credit score. There's no point putting down the fucking $10,000 and just buying a car outright on cash. Let the money work for you. Let it build a fucking credit score for you. So what we're going to do, I'm going to speak to some guys. I'm going to fucking try and get them to push through some financing. I'm going to find you a car first. We're going to get you a nice car. I've got a couple in mind. And he's just fully taking control of the whole situation. And I'm like, this is fucking incredible. In Australia, you can't even ask your fucking family to do anything for you. In America, strangers are fucking pulling in favors and doing all sorts of shit for you. So he's like, what we're going to do is we're going to get you some credit. We're going to get you a better car. And we're going to start building your credit score. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find you this car. And then I'm going to speak to my guys and I'll get back to you. Just give me a couple of hours and I'll get back to you. And within like an hour, he's like, I've found a car for you. It's a great car, 89,000 Ks, Toyota Camry. And no shit, that is the car that I've been looking for the whole fucking time. But it's too expensive. And then he tells me the price. And it's within range if we get a loan. So he's like, what we're going to do is we're going to try and finance 50% of the car. So I think the car's going to cost like $14,000 or $13,999. So he's like, don't put the full 10 down. We'll put 7 down. Keep that cash for yourself. And we'll get the other 7 financed. I'm going to get into my mate's ear and try and push this through for you. So hopefully we can get it through. It shouldn't be a problem. They should take the risk. And we're going to get you in this car by Thanksgiving, I reckon. And I'm just like, fucking take it. Do it. Do whatever you need to do, my friend. And I'm like, how much is the interest going to be? He's like, the interest is going to be high. It's going to be like 21% is the absolute maximum in Massachusetts, so it might be something like that. But the thing is, you make 3 or 4 payments, then you can refinance because your credit score is starting to build up already. You don't want to hold the 21% for the full term of the loan. You want to refinance real quick, but we need to get you started anyway. This is the only way to get you started. And I was like, 21's a lot, but it's only on 7,000, so max it's going to be an extra 1,400 over whatever. He's like, it will be less than $200 a month, the repayments. So it will be fine. And I'm like, thank Christ for Americans. I swear to God, Americans are the fucking best. Americans in America are the fucking best. I mean, if you were like a villager lurking around Afghanistan for the last 20 years, then you probably don't want to see an American. Or if you're in Vietnam cooking up some rice back in the 70s, probably didn't want to see an American jumping out of the bush. And we can continue, but there's no need because Americans in America are fucking the best. So now all it is a waiting game. Anyway, he's got a fucking second car, a backup car that he's like, I'll get you this one. If the financing does fall through, we've got a Subaru you can just buy cash outright for less than $10,000. So we're all good. but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get the financing pushed through for you. And I'm just like, fucking, a full weight had been lifted because that kills so many birds with one stone. Finding a car, license plates, fucking all that shit, reselling it. Like, this is resellable. Toyota Camrys are like Ferraris now. That's all anyone wants is a Toyota. He's like, you got to fill this form in like immediately so he holds the car for you because this thing will be gone Monday or Tuesday if you don't. And I'm like, we're doing it now. So we filled the form out. Everything's good there. And we're going to start building the credit score. We're going to get a credit score happening. Anyway, fucking thank God for Americans. God bless Americans. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for tonight. And I'll see you the fuck later.